guys, I'm Jen Piacenti, and welcome back to PlaySqorrTV. I am joined again by Hall of Famer Brian Urlacher. Brian, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Jen. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let's jump into some games. So it's going to be Green Bay versus Seattle. So Green Bay's pass rushers actually been pretty good lately, but they've been pretty susceptible on the ground. Do you think Seattle's not going to be able to get those heroics out of DK Metcalf this week, or how do you see this going down?
I see ball control for Green Bay. I think playing in the cold like that, they're like you said, their defense is after the quarterback, but if they get a lead, they're going to be tough to catch, if they do. But DK Metcalf is a monster. What he did last week and the way that offense controlled the ball, they haven't ran it as well as I thought they would with Marshawn coming back and Turbin in there. I think it shows you how much Chris Carson meant to that offense. But I think Green Bay is going to squeak this one out with that pass rush and Aaron at quarterback.
I mean, it seems a little bit like there's going to be a changing of the guard here because we're only going to get one veteran that advances. It's either going to be Russ or it's going to be Aaron. So who do you think it's going to be in the end?
I think Aaron does it. I mean, at Green Bay, they're tough to beat, and this is like one of the first times he's actually had a great defense to take to a game like this. So I think it's going to be them in the end. Mm-hmm. Russell's a stud, and I think they've been the games they've played in the last 3 or 4 weeks for Seattle have been tough. They're banged up. Everyone's banged up this late in the season, but Green Bay had a bye week, and that's a big deal.
Let's jump over to the AFC. So now we have two young guns going at it. Deshaun Watson, who is making superhero plays in overtime, and Patrick Mahomes, who's had some time to rest. So who do you think is going to end up on top in this one?
Mahomes. I'm a huge Mahomes fan. He's done it every week this season when he's been healthy. He's been out there doing a good job. No short to Deshaun. Deshaun's played great. Last week was awesome. I just think that Kansas City's defense is playing better. The last 3-4 weeks of the regular season, they played pretty well. And at home, I think that's a big deal in the playoffs, playing at home in the second round. The first round, the wild card round, sometimes the best teams don't always get through. So I feel like Kansas City is going to take care of business at home.
We have a PlaySqorr over-under for Deshaun Watson for 21 points. Like you said, the Kansas City defense has been a lot better. Do you think he'll go over or under 21?
I think he'll go over because they won't be able to run the ball. I think that the defense is going to be pretty stout versus the run. So Deshaun's going to have to make some plays throwing the football. And you also get points for running as well, correct? Deshaun gets points for running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I think he'll do well in that category as well as he ran around last week. And I don't see that changing this week, but I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball very well.
That's a good point. Like quarterbacks like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson often will score a little higher because they have that running ability.
Yeah, those three are awesome.
They're incredible. There is another question I want to ask you. When you're looking at a PlaySqorr matchup, do you tend to give more weight towards someone that's rested from a bye or someone that has some momentum?
That's a tough question because I feel like you want to say the rested guy because they're rested, they're coming off a bye week, and they're healthy, for week 18, they're healthy. But I also think momentum plays a lot into it as well. You got a guy who's hot, you want to ride that streak. Like, that's what makes me nervous about Russell going up to Green Bay and also Deshaun going into Kansas City. But I'm going to go with the guys who are rested this time. But I think momentum does play some into it, but also good teams have a lot to do with that as well.
Absolutely. Thank you again for joining us. It's always so much fun to talk to you, Brian.
Thanks, Jen.
Hey guys, if you liked what you heard from Brian Urlacher, then take that knowledge and win big. Click this link and sign up today.